Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Age Origins. Well, I am in Orzammar and I am very well mixed up in Dwarven politics. I still didn't decide who to support. I need to still talk to Haramon's man before I do anything important. So that's what I'm going to do. And look who's here. Hi.
I heard there was a Grey Warden here. I am Dulin Forrender, second to Lord Haramont, King
I heard
Embren's
so.
own choice as successor. Word is spreading that the surface may suffer a blight. It is shameful we are not in a better position to help.
Yeah, can I speak with Lord Haramont?
In an ordinary time, Lord Haramont would be honored to meet you. Unfortunately, we've already caught more than one of Balin's spies approaching Haramont under a pretense of friendship. So I'm afraid I won't be able to take your word. If you want to speak to Haramont, you will need to prove he can trust you.
Of course. Why did I expect anything else? So what do you want me to do then? Denounce Balin publicly?
If you wish to show you have no loyalty to Balin, then work against him in Haramont's name. Balin is hosting a proving today, supposedly to honor his father's memory. The Deshers take it very seriously, and unfortunately, Balin found some way to blackmail or intimidate House Haramont's best fighters into stepping down.
Well... Do you want me to find out why your fighters drop out?
That would be enlightening. Though I hope you won't pry too deeply into things they don't wish revealed. If you wish to show your loyalty, enter the proving as his lordship's champion. With your order's reputation, I've no doubt the ancestors would favor your arm. Balin would never work with anyone who humiliated him in that way. Haramont would have no fear of meeting with you then.
I wonder if I can say yes to both of them and try to investigate those quests further and then decide when I have more information. But I'm going to make a save before I do that. I don't want to start picking sides
I'm
yet.
afraid your only choice is to wait until there's a winner. Lord Haramont cannot risk his life working with someone of unproven loyalties. If you change your mind, let me know. The proving is this afternoon, and Lord Haramont could certainly use you on his side.
Okay, let me do this. I'm going to try, because I still don't want to decide
Do
yet.
you see how things lie, Warden?
How?
Lord Haramont cannot trust you unproven, but he welcomes a good faith gesture.
Okay, what did you ask me to do
Balin
again?
is hosting a proving tournament to honor his father's memory. But he somehow scared off most of Lord Haramont's fighters. If you can enter as Haramont's champion, you would prove your dedication well.
Okay, I'll enter the proving and see why others withdrew.
Excellent. The arena is located off the Commons. Talk to the proving master and tell him you're entering Lord Haramont's roster. The key fighters we lost were Guidon and Baisel. You can look for them in the fighters' preparation chambers behind the ring. And be sure it's before the fights begin. After the first bout, no one may change the roster. If you need to find me again, I will wait in the Tapster's Tavern off the Commons. There is no better place to hear gossip. Perhaps even word of your victory.
Let's see how the guy inside will react. Or maybe you can take his quest up
I
too?
hope you're not wasting my time with more dithering. The choice I gave you was clear. If you want Balin to support you in your surface war, you'll have to help him take the throne.
Okay, let's say that. I'll do whatever I need
Excellent.
to.
I have the promissory notes right here. Just take them to Lady Dace and Lord Helmy and show them Haramont is not as honest as he claims. Lady Dace doesn't leave the quarter much, but Lord Helmy's adventurous, likes to spend his time at Tapster's in the Commons. Remember, don't tell them you got these papers from me. You learned of them and drew your own conclusions.
Yes, why not? I see. Let's go. I need to do more observation and research. Where was this shape rate? I think it was on this way. Let's go there. Hello.
Thief! Who would dare take from the memories?
Where? Hello?
Gordon, I'm outraged. A thief in the Shapered. What have we been reduced to?
Did you get a good look at him?
I did. He was bald, with the most garish brand across his head. Almost like he took pride in being castless. Imagine. He's probably in the slums somewhere. As if he'd find a buyer for a stolen tome in Dusttown. They couldn't know the value.
Alright, we have a new quest, but I think I need to go to that slums. So not right now. Maybe I'll come back to you.
Perhaps
there.
you should stand over there instead.
Where? Here?
Perhaps you should stand over there instead.
No?
Excuse
there.
me, I can't chat.
Hello?
You love Alistair.
Oh. Well, I was trying to talk to the dwarf girl. Well, since it came up, yes, I do.
But you've said such things to me. Where the
No.
Have you been playing with my feelings?
Liliana, I told you that I see you as a friend so many times. Now I need to say that I'm sorry, really?
So you have been then? Then you and Alistair...
Obviously.
I understand. I love you both, and I'm happy for you. And I will always be here if you need me, my friend.
Oh, you didn't disapprove as much as I thought you would? What just happened? Oh, this is something else. Alright, Liliana. I'm sorry, I told you before. Are you angry with me?
I have heard much about the halls of the Dwarven Kings, but the stories do it no justice. It is so strange, harsh, yet beautiful.
You're talking about Orzammar? Yes, it's very
And
grand.
have you seen those tiny pig-like burrowing animals? They are adorable. I wish I could have one as a pet. But they must be hard to catch and... Oh, just ignore me. I'm so silly sometimes. Let's just go.
Are you talking about those things that I was collecting? And I also wonder if Alistair is somehow angry at me because Liliana thought that I was in love with her. Oh my god.
Something you need, my dear?
Oh, he isn't? Alright.
course.
Just checking out. Never mind. Good. Let's continue.
Oh, pardon me. Were you looking for a particular volume? Not that I could really help. I don't know the libraries very well. I'm just doing some research.
No, I'm talking to you because you had a quest mark on your head. Sorry. What kind of research?
I was looking for something about the Orton Tig. It was lost during the last blight, and there aren't many records left. They were a noble house once, descended from the Paragon Orton, who composed the grand epic of the Seven Brothers and the Ortonic Symphony. My mother's family believes they were descended from Kalana Orton, who was training in Orzammar when the Tig fell. I'm even named for the house, Orta. Unfortunately, any records would be buried in the Tig's ruins, somewhere in the deep roads.
Maybe, yes, I'm a Grey Warden. I'm not afraid to go into the deep roads.
A Grey Warden? Mother always said that if anyone could find the Tig, it was the Wardens. I hear Prince Balin and Lord Harrimont have both been sending out small teams these days. Yes, if you can find the Tig in any records, that could do it. That could prove I'm a noble. If you could. Maybe now that you're looking. It's almost too much to hope.
I will try. I can try. Why, if I'm ever into there. Well, I'm sure I will be at some point.
I'm
Hi.
sorry, you'll have to bother someone else with your questions.
Whatever. The people working in here are really cringy.
Are you
Hi.
looking for records of the Grey Wardens? We have many.
Really?
Are you looking for records of the Grey Wardens? We have many.
I will come back to you, person with yellow name, later. Deep Roads. I need to read that. Legend of the Dead. I know of them. Someone was talking about them. Oh.
And so I shall.
Dwarven Faith. Traditional Dwarven folk songs. Oh, a book. Something nice for Win. Wall of Memories. Okay, I also think that I saw something else here. Another book. Orzammar Politics. It's crap. Just one word. A book with one word. It's crap. Hello.
When I last walked this hall, Endrin was king and Orzammar was at peace. The memories often speak of the swiftness with which change overtakes us. But it is different to see it firsthand. I apologize, Warden. I should not burden a stranger with such thoughts. I am Zebor, the Shaper of Memory.
How do you know who I am?
The Grey Warden's visit has been recorded in the memories, along with all who accompany you.
What promissory notes? Let's come back to that later. Let's talk about Orzammar, Lord Shaper, please.
Ask, and I shall do my best to answer.
Okay. What's the difference between an ancestor and a paragon?
All dwarves who die return to the stone as ancestors, to guide their families forever. But only one every few generations rises to paragon. A paragon is a dwarf whose accomplishments change Orzammar so much that the Assembly recognizes they've been born blessed. They are venerated as living ancestors and found a new noble house forever bearing their name.
So that's what Branka was.
Branka is a paragon, now and into death. She was born a smith, but her inventions caught the Assembly's eye. Before she had seen 20 years, she created a smokeless coal. It could burn in a cave without vents and no one would choke from it. It earned her paragon status.
Wow, that's some invention. Where is she now?
She went into the deep roads 2 years ago seeking out secrets of the ancient smiths. She never returned.
Well, she's probably dead for 2 years in there. How did the caste system come to be then?
According to our legends, 7 brothers founded our empire. The youngest, Bloadlik, was the wisest and was chosen king. His children formed the noble caste. The eldest, Giachet, trained his sons to defend their king. They became the warrior caste. Shotgyar founded the artisans. Orzatyar forged our first swords. It was Orzammar who dug the mines that became our city's foundations. The twins Koapar and Noct both founded trading houses, but Noct was wounded in battle. On his recovery, he swore to serve his brother's sons.
What about the
The
casteless?
casteless descend from criminals and those repudiated by their own families, or who chose to go to the surface and live by human laws. They have no ancestors to guide them and no families to claim them. They should not have been born. Their parents defied their shame and brought cursed children into the world. It's better they die young.
Okay. Yeah, you are dismissing them very
Their
easily.
births are not recorded in the memories. In Orzammar, they do not exist. Is there something more pleasant you wish to discuss?
Well, that's bullshit, whatever. What's the difference with... Oh, I asked you that, okay. Can you tell me about the Orzammar's history a little bit,
We were
please?
a great empire once, outnumbering even humans and elves. We traded with your Tevinter
Really?
Imperium. and our land stretched as far in the deep roads as theirs did above. Kal Sharok was capital then, but we lost too many battles. We lost our golems, and we lost our territory. Now the Empire is simply ruined tunnels filled with darkspawn.
Maybe I should bring Shale here. Maybe he will have something to say about it. Well, I know what deep roads are, but can you tell me?
They were once our highways beneath the mountains. Now the darkspawn claim them and few venture there, except your order, who enter the deep roads when they retire, so they can die slaughtering as many darkspawn as possible.
How did you lose your golems?
The Paragon Caridon, a smith of unsurpassed genius, invented the golems. For years they were our weapon against the darkspawn. One golem is worth a dozen dwarves in battle, but Caridon's Tig is far into the deep roads. When it fell, we lost his secret to create golems. There are books about it along these walls if you would read more.
I definitely need to bring Shale here. What is a Taik then?
They are to us what a colony is to surfacers.
And where's Kal
At
Sharok?
the other side of the old empire. During the last blight, the kings of Orzammar knew they couldn't hold everything. They sealed the deep roads, abandoning everyone still trapped in far-flung settlements. It was the only way to survive. Kal Sharok is the only other city to outlast the blight. We only rediscovered them recently, and they still haven't forgiven us.
Oh. How did you lose your
The
golems?
Paragon Caridon, a smith of unsurpassed genius, invented the golems. For years they were our weapon against the darkspawn. One golem is worth a dozen dwarves in battle, but Caridon's Tig
Okay,
is far into the
okay.
deep. When it fell, we
Same
lost
thing.
his secret
Sorry
to creating
for that.
golems. There are books
Well,
about
enough
it along
about the
these
history
walls if
then.
you would read more.
Let's talk about
I
Orzammar
will settle
again.
your mind if I can, Warden.
Thank you. I also asked all of these. Let's go back to my first
Please,
questions.
speak your mind.
What this is about? Could you look at these promissory papers for me, please?
These are Harrowmont lands promised here. But these are not the deals we approved at the Shaperit. Where did you get these?
What do you mean? That's not important. Just give me
Whom
information.
are you protecting? It is a crime against the Shaperit to falsify legal documents.
The papers are forged.
Not entirely. There were two promised deals, but their terms differed significantly from what is presented here. It appears the scripter altered the dates and locations of the agreements to make them identical.
Identical. Can you tell me anything about Prince Balin, please?
The prince consulted me before his father died. He wanted to know about King Bimo, the last king to rule during a blight. I told him Bimo made many changes during his rule. The assembly was even disbanded for a 2-year period. Bimo declared that, in times of war, the warrior caste answered directly to the king, and all did. Balin seemed quite interested.
Is it true that you're related to Lord
He
Harrowmont?
is a kinsman, yes. If you count to the 6th degree of remove, I am related to every noble lineage still represented in Orzammar. I can even trace my descendant directly to House Sigmund, which lost its tie to the Darkspawn 13 generations ago.
What do you know about Bartek Gavornan?
The family is a minor one, founded when a daughter of the Ferender house married down to a warrior caste man. Her brother died, leaving her family heirless. So the assembly granted him a new family name and allowed him to adopt his daughter's children as heirs. Vartag Gavorn is on record asking the assembly to bar Harrowmont from King Endrin's sick room. He is a vocal supporter of Prince Balin. I am the man to
I
ask
need
if
to
you wish
ask
to
you
access the
someone
memories of the
else.
ancestors. What is it you would know?
Oh, okay,
You
I
are an
should
outsider,
leave.
Warden, but not outside the law. I hope you will not do anything to challenge the stability of Orzammar.
I am trying to bring the stability back to Orzammar, but, well, the documents are forged. Okay, let's see what Haramond is doing. I don't know, really. I don't know what to do. But I don't trust the other one too. I'm going to check out about these
News
people
of the
in...
hour. Lord Haramont's insinuations against Lord Balin reveal the truth. Could Haramont be the true cause of King Endrin's death? Shocking allegations.
I am trying to find out about that. We will see. I want to go to Provings, was it? To do some research about also Lord Haramont.
Battling Darkspawn near Orzammar. They have no orders while throne stands empty. Make Haramont your king now.
Wait for it.
It'll be 2 years tomorrow. By all the holy sodding ancestors, how can you people just ignore that?
Branka didn't go alone, Ogren. She took the whole house, everybody but you. So just get over to Tapster's and drown yourself already. You know as well as I do that's how this always ends.
You think I'm afraid of some cub warrior who's barely off the teat? Ha!
You lift a weapon or attack a single citizen in Orzammar, and you're stripped of your caste and exiled. Even you can't have forgotten that. Get out of here before I call a guardsman.
Branka?
Can you believe it? Ogren's barely even warrior caste anymore, and he just clomps in here like he's entitled.
Who's Ogren?
Ogren's a drunken wretch. He comes up here 2-3 times a week, hounding people to lead some suicidal rescue mission after Branka. Gets quite
Why?
violent about it. I'd be scared if they hadn't practically gelded him after he killed young Lord Mino.
So is that what you were arguing about,
It's
Branka?
been 2
Why?
years since Branka left. No one has ever stayed in the deep roads that long and
I
survived.
thought so.
The search teams who went out found nothing, but Ogren wants to keep risking lives searching.
But why? Why does care so much about Branka?
She's still his wife, isn't she?
Oh.
Even if she took their entire house into the deep roads and abandoned him.
Okay, so... Is he drunk? I don't know, but Branka was married to Ogren?
Well, before she was a paragon, she was just a smith. And Ogren was one of the best warriors of his generation.
So why did Branka go into the deep roads then?
Chasing some old treasure. She was quite
What?
secretive. Outright rude, really. She said she never asked to found a house, that she didn't care about politics, and that we were too self-absorbed to defeat the Darkspawn. She actually threatened anyone who said they'd come after her.
Then I know how did she become a paragon. Okay, I'm just going to ask and see what
She
he has
invented
to
a
say.
smokeless fuel
Yes.
to let the Smith caste increase their output by nearly 1/3. Deaths from the Black Lung also dropped. The Assembly said she had the favor of the ancestors and declared her a paragon. They moved Branka, Ogren, and all their relatives to the noble caste and founded a new house in her name.
Okay, I
If
should
you
go
see any
then.
guardsmen, tell them Ogren was at it again.
I don't know about that. Alright, let's go. And I need to check my journal. So I can still complete this quest. We will see what happens. Because I don't trust Haramond 2 yet.
So, I've been hearing rumors. rumors that a certain wine merchant is falling behind on his payments. I can't imagine what you mean. I pay my expenses.
What are you, tax?
What about the expenses your good friend Jarvia incurs when providing your protection? It's not easy ensuring nothing bad happens, that no one decides to just burn everything in your store. My store! Please, I don't have much. Business isn't good. People are scared. Tell Jarvia I'll get her money. Jarvia is not happy with your promises, old man. Now let's go inside and see what you've been holding back.
Oh? Alright.
This is all I have right now. I could get more if I sell something. Well, well. Looks like we have a visitor. Friend of yours?
Is there a problem here, friend? Are these men threatening you?
Please, don't get involved with this. You don't know what they're like. Then allow me to make some introductions. These are dangerous times in Orzammar, stranger. Lucky us, the merciful Jarvia is offering protection from the chaos. You're wearing some there. Might make you a target. So if you want the Carter's guarantee of safety, it's yours for the reasonable price of 10 gold sovereigns. Or I can't say what might happen.
Try me. That sounded like a
Are you
threat.
going to make your donation to the Stranger Safety Fund? Or do I have to show you how dangerous Orzammar is?
Strange safety fund. How nice.
Whoa,
Go
whoa.
away.
All right, you win. I'm not gonna die for 10 lousy sovereigns.
Well, good choice. Really good choice. Hi.
Ancestors, bless you for saving my poor store. I don't know how to express my gratitude.
What do you know about this Jarvia?
I've never met her, of course. They say she never leaves Dusttown. That's the older area of the city where the casteless congregate. She's the one directing this depravity. Since King Endrin died, they're getting bolder. They used to be a problem only in Dusttown, but now they're in the commons, shaking honest men down for coin.
And what do you know about
A band
Carta?
of casteless thugs. They're to blame for all the crime in Orzammar these days. They're criminals, and the children of criminals. The ancestors themselves declared them irredeemable.
Their children as well. Yes, you go. It's too far to
Their
go.
births are
Really.
abominations. They were born from
Come
no
on.
Kalna, with no acknowledgement by the Shapers. They are destined to be criminals. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm grateful for your help, but I don't think we have any more to talk about.
If you cast them out as criminals from the birth, of course they will become criminals because they will have no other choice.
Did
That's
you have
stupid.
something more pleasant you wish to discuss?
Let's
I'm
show me
showing
what
you
you
the
have.
lowest prices I can afford, I assure you.
I hate this caste system. I totally hate it. Oh, another gift, and it's too expensive. Maybe I'll come back if I need it at this point. I can sell that, and I don't want bolts. Alright. I guess that's it. You don't have much.
As you do.
What was that soup you made for supper last night?
Oh, that's a traditional Ferelden lamb and pea stew. Do you like it?
Oh, so it was lamb then. It had a certain texture I don't normally associate with lamb.
They didn't make lamb and
Like
pea stew
what?
for you in Lothering?
We ate simply there. Whole grains made into biscuits or bread, and vegetables from the garden, cooked lightly. No heavy stews.
Ah, so the last lamb you had was probably cooked Orlesian style. Food shouldn't be frilly and pretentious like that. Now, here in Ferelden, we do things right. We take our ingredients, throw them in the largest pot we can find, and cook them for as long as possible until everything is a uniform grey colour. As soon as it looks completely bland and unappetizing, that's when I know it's done.
You're having me on.
You need to eat in more Ferelden inns.
Well, Alistair, probably that was the reason that you were asking Morrigan when we first met her if she can cook, because you can't, obviously. Okay, I'll just go outside one more time to see what they have to say.
And so I shall.
And then we go to Provings.
You remind me of Lady Cecily.
Who?
She was an Orlesian lady. My mother served her until she died, and Lady Cecily let me stay instead of turning me out on the street. You are like her in some ways. You have the same poise, the same air of nobility.
Oh, child, I am hardly noble.
I learned that nobility isn't just something you are born with. I have met nobles who are very petty and mean, complete degenerates. Then, there are people with a certain dignity and grace. It draws you to them, no matter who you are or who they are. I think the lowest peasant can have the most noble spirit, and it will always shine through. It is this nobility of spirit that you share with Cecily.
Why, thank you, Liliana. It is very kind of you to say that.
It is. Let's go back. I feel so happy when they talk like that. I get to know more about them. It's so funny and entertaining for me too.
You know, I've heard about the Orlesian bards.
Who hasn't? They are quite famous after all.
The stories I
They
heard
are?
were a little racier. It had to do with how a bard assassinated her target, how they were lulled into complacency.
If those stories were true, who would ever agree to entertain a bard in their court?
Oh, I don't know. There's a certain allure to danger, isn't there? And besides, you couldn't all be assassins, could you? I'd take my chances. If the stories were true, that is.
We had rules about that sort of thing. Strict rules.
Such as?
Like what?
You're not going to tell me, are you?
Let's just say I had plenty of reasons to join the chantry, shall we? And leave it at that.
Alright, if you say so. Let's go. But shall we level you up, Alistair, before we go in? Okay. Ooh, another very large area.
Can you believe how many families are supporting Balin?
I don't know, you tell me.
I can't wait to watch Piotr fight. He's so accomplished.
Wouldn't it be great if Balin fought Haramont in a proving for the throne?
But that would be much more easy for everyone. There will be one winner and one king, and no need to choose and deal with all this stupid stuff. Proving. Hello?
This is a private area. Combatants only.
Okay. Right, all censor. Hi.
Go away. I don't talk to admirers until after the fight.
Huh. I'm going to save because I feel like I might accidentally do something that
And so
I don't
I
intend
shall.
to. Like siding with Haramont, not yet.
Guards,
Hi.
remove this intruder.
Whatever. Yes. Chest. What's that? Why can't I go in? Okay, I can go there. Varric.
Watch for
Hi.
Piotr Naidukin. He's won the squad combat 4 years running. He has 11 decapitations so far. He needs just 3 more for the 1-season record.
I guess you watch a lot of proving
Front
then.
row seats at every grand proving since my father took me on his shoulders. Name's Varric. I got a controlling interest in a mine off the old Rooston Tig. But my backers know not to hand me a pick any day there's blood on the stone, if you know what I mean.
So proving's just a tournament and nothing more?
Sure. Like King Endrin was just a noble. A proving is a sacred art. Any dispute brought to the proving ground is settled by the ancestors' decision, and no one can protest it.
That's silly. What are
They
the
change
rules?
from round to round. Sometimes it's bare hands, sometimes weapons, sometimes pairs or squads. It's announced when the fight begins. That's about all the warning anyone gets.
Have you ever fought in
Me?
one?
Are you out of your mind? I'm a miner, not a warrior.
Okay, so
I'm
excuse
telling you,
me.
Piotr will take the prize. You can put gold on it.
We will see. What's that? Proving master. A lord trust first task. A lord. But if I go to the proving master, it means I will be trying to go into the fight probably. So I'm just going to look into this first.
Look, I already told the proving master I withdrew. Do you have to keep harassing me?
What are you talking
That
about?
sounded genuine. If you weren't looking for me, do me a favor and pretend I never said anything.
No, I'm not going to do that. You're going to tell me what are you talking about. Not so fast. What are you trying to hide?
Nothing. I'm leaving the proving.
No. If you tell me what's happening, I could help you,
Look,
maybe?
it's just, when I was younger, I had a thing with this Idukan girl, Revelka. Lesser cousin, nowhere near the throne. Her family wanted her marrying up, so they matched her with a BMO. But we didn't exactly stop seeing each other.
So, what's wrong with that? And now Balin found
I thought
out?
we were discreet, but she's married to a Desher's heir. He'd kill me if he knew.
Oh.
So I have to slink out of here like some worthless brand for fear Balin will tell the whole city.
Did Balin threaten you himself?
No. One of his fighters, a woman named Miasha, she's the one who threatened to expose me.
Alright, what evidence does she
They
have?
have letters. Love letters Revelka wrote me. If they were made public, she'd be disgraced. Her husband would cast her aside, and I would be lucky to be allowed to die in a duel.
Okay. Would you fight again if your secret was
There's
safe?
no way to guarantee that. I appreciate the thought, but they really have me over a shaft here.
Maybe I can get them
You
back
do
for
that?
you?
I don't know how to thank you. I know it's my own fault, but I'd have married her if I could. If you can make sure that get out, I'd be happy to fight in the proving. But you need to find them quickly. Registrations close once the first bout starts.
Look at that. Again, Balin is doing something. Let's go and talk to that person over there. Not over there, but here, apparently. Hi.
Do not disturb me. I'm must meditate before my fight.
Whatever.
Of course.
Hi. Greetings, I'm Elissa of the Grey
Don't take it
Wardens.
personally. Hana-shan's a member of the Silent Sisters. She doesn't talk to anyone.
Why not? What are the Silent
They're an
Sisters?
order of female warriors, founded by Astith the Grey, a woman of the warrior caste who first fought for women's right to be soldiers. When no one listened to her words, Astith cut out her tongue and dedicated herself to training until she won a grand proving bare-handed. The women who joined her
Ooh.
order cut out their tongues in her honor.
Ew, okay. Who are you?
I am Farinden. I serve as Hana-shan's trainer and translator. As a silent sister, Hana-shan cut out her tongue like the ancient paragon Astith the Grey. As you might imagine, she requires my services for more mundane tasks.
Okay, whose side are you two on
The
then?
Silent Sisters support the sitting king. They are loyal servants to the Idukans.
Okay. I'm on my side. What does that
Then
mean?
you have lost. Even in the ring, every man and woman brings an army if people support them. But she who fights without cause is only training.
All right. Who are you?
You looking at something?
Kind of.
As you desire.
Fine to see you here, Warden. A number of people have told me they hope to see you in the provings. It's a rare opportunity to fight against someone so exotically trained. In fact, a few were hoping you'd take part in some informal action.
Not now.
I trust
not
you'll
now.
keep the offer to yourself.
All right. I want to go and see what's that quest mark about too. Hi.
You new in the fights? I don't remember seeing you before.
Are you one of the
Was.
fighters?
Name's Guidon, and I just tendered my resignation. Somehow I don't think the ancestors will favor me today.
Why did
It's
you
not
resign?
so much what happened, as what's going to. I heard from a reliable source Lord Harriman's already given up the throne. Balin called this whole proving to let his lordship save face when he concedes.
I don't understand. Give me more
It
explanation.
lets Harriman save face by bowing to the ancestors' decision when he loses. But how do you think the men who support him? I'd back Harriman as he asked, but if he's giving up, I won't sacrifice my family so he can retire with dignity.
Yeah, whoever told you that is lying.
And where did you hear this that's more reliable than a member of the Assembly?
Intimidate. Huh. I don't know. But I'm not going to rally myself as honorable fighter of Lord Haramon or whatever.
That's not what I expected. I know Lord Harrimont. He's an upstanding man. He'd never lie to someone's face. Maybe you're right. I'm just a warrior. I've always tried to stay out of these noble politics. If I find out this whole thing was some flunky of Balin's lying to me for his own gain,
Probably. That's probably what he did. Oh my god. Get back into proving that.
Maybe I will at that.
Alright guys, I really need to finish the episode here. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Bye bye.